putting together dossiers. How the fuck do you do that, bro? I'm sitting there like, yo, this motherfucker's
What made
weird.
you want to do that, though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even just that he does it. He has additional like researchers who are helping him dig through all these songs and social media posts and shit. Like,
oh damn, you just took all the magic away.
Because sometimes when I'm watching like the King Von thing, it does occur to me like how much fucking time could this possibly take you to go through every single tweet that this guy ever wrote, every song he ever recorded?
I did that before I had a researcher though. So
oh, for real? That's all you?
That was 3 months.
Oh, you were a researcher?
I read every tweet Von ever did. I went whole Twitter all the way to the bottom. We're talking hours just scrolling, read all that shit. Damn. Every one of them.
Did you read mine?
I ain't read yours yet.
Oh,
we'll see.
Oh my god.
Go delete some shit, right?
Anybody who was
Von could have deleted all them shit.
Anybody who tweeted through 2010, if you never deleted tweets, for sure you got shit in there.
Yeah,
that would be really funny or really like enough for you to
come back
lose your
and
sponsorship or some
bite me
shit.
in the ass or something.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I got
everybody was wilding back then.
The Twitter advanced search tool as well.
We can pick on King Von, but we were all tweeting some shit that would look insane these days.
Well, okay, in the King Von situation, how did you connect the bodies? Because you called him rap's first serial killer, which is, I don't know if it's clickbait, like, yeah, but
it's kind of, I didn't set out to do rap's first serial killer. My goal for that project was, how many times have I heard Von rapping about, I got 7 bodies, I got several bodies, I got 3 + 4 bodies, you ain't a killer if you only got 2 bodies. These are all shit Von said in songs, right? And these are hit songs. Von's mixtapes were going on Billboard. So it's like, this was shit he was putting out there for millions of people to hear, right? So I'm hearing the songs, and my thing with the Von project, I didn't set out to be like, I'm gonna put serial killer jacket on him. I was just like, let me see if them bodies are real. Like, I'm gonna try and find all of them. He said 7. I'm gonna try and find them 7. I'm trying to work out if they're real. I was thinking a lot of it might be cap, but I start looking, I read all the tweets, and the thing is for me is I'm trying to find every source and bring it together. So I got the song, I got the tweet, I got the Chicago Tribune article, I might have the full police report, and I'm just trying to piece all that together. And at a certain point in that project, I got to the point I was like, oh, I feel like he's tweeting about this one, the police report, they're saying he matches the description in this one, I'm piecing it all together, and at a certain point it was like, this looks like he did all of this stuff. And then I started looking up, I was like, well, what's the definition of a serial killer? Does he match that? And I'm reading the definition, I'm like, yo, he ticks these boxes. And that's when I came up with the title. And obviously that shit went crazy.
You ain't getting no death threats after that?
I get hella death threats after that, yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't slide, though. They ain't slide. We still got them.
Hey, come on. I'm trying to go to Chicago, man. I'm trying to pull up.
Nah, but
but seriously, like that.
Okay, to justify what he said in terms of his numbers, the other day I did an interview with Big Mike. Big Mike is a dude who caught a murder case with King Von and ended up sitting down for like 10 years for it. And basically, like, we asked him straight up, like, do you agree with the number of bodies that Trapolo Ross put on King Von? And he said, he might be off by 1 or 2. So basically, like, confirming it damn near. And then he also said, we said, do you consider King Von a serial killer? And he more or less said yes.
What's more or less said yes?
He was like kind of shrugging. And I don't think, did he say yes? Or did he just kind of affirm it without like fully verbalizing it? Yeah, he stamped it a little bit. So I feel like that's a testament to the level of research that you put in, that somebody who realistically was like closer to whatever he was doing out in the streets than almost anybody could basically confirm your work, you know?
You know what's crazy though? I feel like so many people came at me for like, you putting this serial killer jacket on him, that's so wrong. People been calling him a serial killer. There's clips in that documentary where I got Axe saying, I think Von a serial killer. I got like, I think it was like Tay 600 talking about, yo, the ops were treating Von like he was a serial killer. I think there's another clip from before my thing where it's like one of Von's ops from back, I can't remember who it is, but talking about, yo, this guy was really out here trying to be a serial killer.
How did you feel when you started to realize like, oh shit?
Oh man, it's actually a crazy feeling. That's a good question because it was almost like, I wasn't expecting them all to be true. And bear in mind, in the documentary, I basically say, I think 7 are true. There's 12 total that are rumored. And people come at me like, oh, you're saying he did 12 bodies. If you actually watch the documentary, I disprove like 2 or 3 of them. But there's stuff he was there for, or stuff that people say he did, but he didn't. There's stuff that's, you know, people say he did that just straight up, people are like, nah, that didn't happen. But like, it was, I feel like that moment I was like, oh, I think the 7 he's rapping about. It's that thing of the whole point was like, yo, is Von capping in his raps? He says 7 in his bars. And I hit that point in the doc and I was like, yo, Von is not capping. Von really is it. And that's the crazy thing is like, when Von was alive, how many times, like nobody would have said to Von when he was alive, like, yo, you're capping, you got no bodies. He would have slapped you. But after he died, I make the documentary, everyone's like, nah, Von wasn't like that. He was a good kid, all this stuff. It's like, bro, anyone that was involved in that said that Von was really cooking.
But this is the thing, from the outside looking at it, you would be like serial killer, whatever. From the inside, the way that we look at it is, you know, we live in this environment where it's them or us. We didn't set the program in. We was born into the shit, especially in Chicago. They're still warring over shit. And same thing in Cali. They're still warring over shit that happened like 30 years ago.
Well, the thing with that I always make the differentiation with Von, yeah. Von's different because Von got a lot of personal gratification out of the killing and he didn't want to stop the killing. And the thing that's crazy about Von, I compare him to like, if you're talking serial killers, Von's damn near like the Zodiac Killer. If you know about the Zodiac Killer, it was like sending letters and leaving clues and leaving hints. Von was writing raps and trying to leave clues. He wanted everyone to know that he really had those bodies. And I feel like it's that in combination with the fact that even after he became famous and he was a millionaire, he was still trying to line up FBG Duck. He was having, you know, Man got killed and he's on Instagram afterwards basically saying, we did that. And it's like, But that's the environment he grew up in. But I think it's like, if you want to say, yeah, you're a product of your environment, you're growing up in that, surely when you become a million, you can leave that behind. But Von, it seemed like Von got more out of killing than he did out of music or having the success. And I feel like that's why it's different. Like I did a video on No Limit, and there's a guy called MR.MECC in that they say he damn near caught more than Von. But he was a real gangster moving in silence. He would have never been out here making songs talking about it. So that's why I say Von's different. Right. All right. So would you consider yourself a serial killer if somebody kills your family members or killed somebody close to you and the police did nothing about it and you knew these people were walking around bragging about it and you decided to take things into your own hands? Would you consider yourself a serial killer? Nah, but here's the thing. The serial killer thing, there's an FBI definition of what serial killer is, right? So I get what you're saying. So I know technically. But look, so I'll keep it real. If someone killed if let's say like 5 people killed my mum, let's say, right? Right. If I went and killed every single one of them. They raped her, burned her, all types of crazy shit. The whole thing, right? Right. Let's say I went and killed them one by one. If I go and kill them all in one day, that's a killing spree. So that's not serial killing, right? The whole idea of the serialized killings, it's got to be a series of killings that are 1 month or more apart, okay? More than 3, more than 1 month apart, and there's got to be a pattern of behavior. And part of that can be people getting personal gratification out of the killings. And so it's not just personal gratification. I mean, yeah, there's like a personal gratification, right? Definition. You know why funerals get shot up? Because, all right, we did that to your man. We know y'all coming back for us. So we're going to try to take a couple more of y'all out. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? No, but I think the difference with Von is the fact that it was like, the time for him to be doing Kill to Survive was over, but he was still trying to get Duck lined up. He was still trying to get Man killed. He was trying to do all of this stuff, and he was getting personal gratification over making songs of like, yo, I can't even imagine what Von must have thought when he hopped in the booth and said like, talk about bodies, I got a few, 4+3. It's like he was actually trying to let everyone know that he was a serial killer. He was trying to get this personal gratification. And I feel like it's that mindset that sets him apart from someone like MR.MECC, who might have killed 9 guys for the gang, but he's keeping it silent. He's a gangster. Right. I feel like Von, when he became a famous rapper, and he was like, yo, let me let the whole world know that I did this. Like even that live with DJ Academics where he's on there and they're saying, look, so what happened with FBG Duck? And he's like, man, I couldn't sleep at night. Starts eating cereal out of the box. He's like, that shit was crazy, you know, it really hurt my heart. And then he puts the camera down and he's laughing. I think it's these moments that it's more than he's just killing to survive. He wanted everybody to know that he was a killer. He got something more out of these killings than just trying to defend himself. And it was just like, he was trying to keep that going. Like he didn't need to arrange the duck thing to be happening. The environment. I run my hood. The older guys that's my age, yeah, they might be more experienced or whatever, but the young boys is gonna do less time for all of this shit. So they in the same hood. Niggas is sliding on the blocks they live on. You now a part of the war. Mm-hmm. I'm teaching these kids how to survive because they're born into this environment. It's just like you fucking Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? There's little niggas out there with AKs who will gun you down in a heartbeat. Same thing in the Congo. But that's the environment they're in. They know that if I don't do this, you're gonna kill me. You get what I'm saying? But that shit changes when they do that to 4 people all a month apart and then they go, yo, let me start rapping about this. Let me write a letter to the newspaper saying, yo, I smoked these 4 people. You're never gonna catch me. Let me do that. Let me try and create a little mind games and try and let people know that I really did that shit. And let me try and line up another guy and I'm gonna make a song about it. Like you see the song Took Her to the O, the music video. King Von made a music video in February 2020, Took Her to the O. And in that video, he creates this fictional scenario where he kills FBG Duck and 6 months later, FBG Duck is laying dead exactly the same. He's got an actor took her to the O video playing duck that's dead on the floor. That's some serial killer shit to me. It's not the killing to survive, defending yourself, defending your block. That ain't serial killing. It's that moment where it's like, let me let the whole world know, and I'm gonna keep this going, and let me drop clues. It's the personal gratification and the kind of like this mindset that he had where he wanted the world to know that he was a killer and he wanted to still do it. That's where it changes. Because if you watch this,
Trap. I don't think you really get it, bro.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.